Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Canon EOS Lens for RandallMRueff. Today is Friday, December the 4th, 2015 AD. As we get close to the Christmas time, I want to talk to you about the EF 24-70 f4 versus the 24-70 2.8 version 2 U.S.A. The 24-70 f4 has image stabilization, which the 2.8 does not. However, the 2.8 is a 2.8 compared to a 4. So that's going to be your main contrast and converse, as it were, is the image stabilization on the f4, and the 2.8 doesn't have that. So that's your main, as far as I see it, that's your main contrast there. Now, aside from the f-stops, of course. So you're asking yourself, what's the main difference between? Basically, $1,000 difference between these two lenses. They're the same focal length. Why would there be $1,000 difference? They're both red ring. They're both great quality. Why is there $1,000 difference? They're both 5-star rated. Why is $1,000 difference? Well, let me tell you. Difference between the two lenses is the difference between 4L and 2.8L. That's the only difference. With the 2.8, you're going to blow out your background better. Boom. Can you blow out the background with an f4? Yeah, but not quite as good as a 2.8. Not near as good as a 2.8. The 2.8 is considered a professional, high-end, blow your background out, 24-70mm lens. That's the one you want. It's twice as much, but it's twice as good, at least. So both are great lenses, don't get me wrong. But if you're going for the best of the best, high quality, you want the 24-70 2.8. Boom. The L stands for full right. They both have that. One has image stabilization, the other does not. They both have ultrasonic motors. So so the fact that it would cost even, the 2.8 would cost even more if it had image stabilization, and the f4 could cost less if it didn't have the image stabilization. So the main difference here, 2.8 versus 4. Blow out your background more with the 2.8, and you can blow it out a little bit, but not near as good with the f4. 2.8 is professional. They're both professional lenses. They're both great quality lenses. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if I was photographing myself from, say, 5 feet away, and I wanted to get me in the foreground sharp, no problem, either lens. The question is, the background behind me, how out of focus is it going to be? With the 2.8, you're going to get a lot of background blur, which is what the professionals want. With the f4, you're going to get some, but not near as much, and it's not going to look as good. So basically, if you took one with the 24-70 f4, and you took the same picture with the 24-70 2.8, two photographers shooting with the same camera, and each had one of these lenses. The one that shot the same picture with the 2.8 is the one that's going to get the better deal, going to get the better photograph, and is going to sell his work. Whereas, if I was hiring somebody to take my portrait, and I compared an f4 picture compared to the f2.8, I'm going to go for the 2.8, hands down, because it's going to look better because the background will be more blurred out. Now, if I don't know a lot about photography, and I don't care about the background, all I care about the foreground, either one, yeah, sure, why not? So it just depends on how professional you want your pictures to be. And if you're one of those rich people with more money than they know what to do with, you can say, you got the better lens. Woohoo! You can get the 2.8. So, you know, there you go. 2.8. Cost more is more. Cost more is more. Does that make sense? Well, anyway. So if you're doing casual pictures and you want to turn 40-70, you can get away with $800. If you want a more professional lens, you're going to spend the money for it. But you're going to get better pictures. So until next time, I'm Canon EOS Lens for RandallMRueff. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. God bless. As always, No matter what kind of camera and lens you have, keep taking those pictures.